All right, and welcome to Project Ozone. So, Project Ozone 3 to be specific. Let's grab that. So if we want Tanya, okay, so we might actually be able to get into Botania now, which will help. Which will help a lot. Floral fertilizer. So, oh, maybe not, because we need the bright crystal from Lordcraft, which is simple crystal, which requires a bunch of stuff. Anyway, that's fine. We will get there or not. Industrial grade graphite ore. Silicon. So I may have encountered a way around our problem of not being able to mine stuff. So if you'll recall, we were trying to get Morganine, which requires a mining level of 5, which is like Manulian or something. Meanwhile, it's like a level higher than we've got. Electrotine. So I have a couple of ideas. One, we might risk some TNT and see if we can just cheat our way into it with TNT. I guess it's not really cheating. I mean, it's using the resources at hand. But we might see if that works. Either dynamite or tricking a creeper into it. Another method, and you'll notice that I am looking for very specific ore, is Garfax. So Garfax is the high end of what we can mine in Lordcraft as far as that goes. So just as a matter of course, while I was like wandering around and looking for stuff, I'm like, might as well check Garfax to see what mining level it makes. So if we take the Garfax ingots and we smelt them, it gives us molten Garfax, which gives us a mining level of 5, which I think is what we need for Morganine. And then once we have Morganine, I think that gives us a mining level of 6. So that actually sets us up pretty nicely. I was kind of worried that we would have to go into Abyssal Craft to get there, but I think that we will manage it. So as you can tell, I'm still kind of like looking around for like clay. It's only been a couple of minutes for me since the last episode. Anyway, you'll notice that a lot of the Abyssal Craft stuff says Lorem Ipsum. And I looked into that, and I knew that it was a reference to basically a document. And it's filler text. It's like the official filler text of, everything. So I'd suppose that it meant that, and correctly, that it meant that we didn't know what it was really. And that That is basically exactly what it means. Let's dump all of this, vanadium, silicon, graphite, go away. We'll just let the system take care of all that. So at this point, it's probably a good idea for me to just head back, and I'll do that. I've been mining for a little while, so. But we can now pick up Morganine, which will give us the next one, which will give us the next one, so. But that also gives us the hard carbon. So 4 nuggets. So let's throw another diamond and whatever in here. And we'll also it must have a location. Or I am a blind idiot who can't see it. It's not in the pouch. There it is, Garfax. So technically we're only going to need 2 of this. And we should just be able to chuck it in there and watch it go. So let's get some hard carbon out. Weird. Oh, okay. So let's do that. We want to get a pickaxe thing over here for the Garfax. Okay, let's just get the rest of the iron out. Was there enough iron in there? Apparently there was enough iron over there for that. I was pretty much planning on breaking it, but we'll melt it back down into whatever. But let's go to Garfax. Melt this down. There should be a single ingot left over. And this will give us the next level of mining. So we should be able to get to that and that. So this is cobalt. This makes it mining level 5. So let's go back and see about just melting stuff in. Let's go see if that gives us the necessary mining. And then that should give us morganine, which will give us the next one. Alright, so we now have morganine. Which is relatively common around here, I think. Even better, it's a morganine we don't have to repair. Osmium. You guys hearing that? Oh, let's keep that. Oh, never mind. I guess we won't keep it. More Garfax. I don't know if we're going to need it for stuff. But we really haven't really gotten into the Lordcraft mod pack. Or mod. So it is of great concern to me to make sure that I have the resources for when we do. Titanium. More lorem ipsum, or whatever it is. And again, that simply represents, you know, not having the knowledge to understand it. So we'll just pick up a bunch of morganine, because why wouldn't we? Let's pick up some coal for torches. So I don't have any specific plans this episode, except for just kind of like exploring and picking up stuff and upgrade mining. So we need to get to Racheline. So let's go home. Look into here. So hard carbon. Let's get some of this gold out. We need to add... Well, this gives us a bunch of steel too, so I'm not necessarily worried about steel. Alright, so let's do that. That gets rid of all the gold. Let's chuck a couple more diamonds in here. Because I suspect that we're going to be... Let's do that. We'll pull the steel out. And honestly, this is kind of a thing that we needed anyway, because we needed a steel ingot and flint, which is somewhere. And that will actually give us the flint and steel, which I don't think that we had before. Flint and steel. So the reason this is important is this actually gets us into we can set bedrock on fire, which is kind of the dumbest mechanic ever. Any day now. Alright, so that is how we get Grains of Infinity, which gets us into Enderio, which is kind of important because it will make alloying better for us. It gives us a lot more versatility as far as moving items and such. But at this point we now have the pickaxe cast. Let's see how we're doing. We now have the hard carbon. There we go, the hardened carbon alloy. So we can grab this and we can use this to make seeing what the mining level is. Yeah, it's pretty low. So, oops. This, with the Morganine, sets us up for making machine frames, which gives us power cells, which gives us both storage and, oh, we've got Morganine. Which gives us both storage and power transfer all at the same time. So I'm only going to do 2 of these really quick because we don't know if we need the raw ore, and we can always cook it later. Well, we do know that we need raw ore, or some stuff, because we need at least 2 of these, so we'll need 8. 5. Okay, clearly this is not fast. But we can just hook a power cell up to our transfer system here, and then a power cell over there, and that'll give us 2 million RF of power storage, and allow us to get stuff going. So we needed the drum, which is back over here probably. So let's put the drum down. So we need a servo. Let's see, item ducts are fine. Okay, we need... fluid ducts, fluid ducts. So, servo that bad boy up. Now it should automatically inject into the chest. So I'm not too worried about that. We can adjust it if it doesn't. But let's look into power transfers. So at this point, what we've been using are the flux ducts. So we can make some more, because I don't necessarily know that I see them, and they can be upgraded even if I did see them. So let's do that. We're going to need lead and redstone, as I recall, flux ducts. And glass, of course, glass. And I'm not interested in being particularly pretty at just this moment, so we're just gonna bring this over, and when we can upgrade to man, I'm so good at this. Alright, so it is now killing them. Looks like we need to auto export. So it doesn't export on its own. That's not a problem. I'm not worried about it. So item duct, chest, servo, redstone. So it should, there we go. It's working. So that should help with stuff. Now, to do the rest of this to make it a more efficient system, let's go ahead and, so I've got water in it. I do not need the water anymore. So let's teleport here. Okay, this is a terrible idea, guys, just so you know. Alright, so there's that. Now it should just keep killing them. And And it should be like right here. Show right here. Oh, perfect. Perfect. So anything that actually spawns in there for real, as far as mobs, it will also kill. And now I can remove this. And that's going to give us a higher output, you know, of blaze and blaze rods and blaze powder and stuff and things. So that's cool. And this is going to start. This is going to start collecting essence, which is basically liquid XP, but we'll need that for spawning specific things later. So let's do this. This has 3 modifiers on it, so let's go 24, I think. So let's turn that on. And we need some gold. Let's go check this out, because I've had this going, and it's just a matter of waiting. Oh, this needs to be turned off really quick, because at least some of this needs to be and it takes forever. There we go. So now we should be able to upgrade this again. So tool station, upgrade, upgrade. So this is now mining speed 5, mining speed 6, and it mines faster. So I don't know what ores are next. Okay, let's look up ore. Sticky clay. I'm assuming that sticky gives us. Okay, that's not going to be super helpful unless we run into it in the wild. It's possible that we may not figure out very easily what we need the higher level mining for. So let's pull that out and switch it to gold. 1, 2, 3, and the purpose of this is to go ahead and make our whatchamacallit last a little bit longer. our Matic. So we're just going to repair it. So we have 3 of these. Put that back in there and go. You guys have seen this before. These are reinforcements. Then we go over here to whatever that is, tool station, and we go reinforce. So now it's reinforced 3, which means it's much less likely to take damage. And it does kind of gently repair on its own because of the wood. So that's pretty cool. So it's been 30 minutes now, you guys watching me like basically mine and do minor stuff. So I think that we're going to call it here. We are going to get into, I'm going to harvest some more Morganine, and we're going to get into making some serious quantities of power cells. So there are actually power cell. So to make this one, we need a machine frame. To make this one, the simple power cell, we also need the machine frame. So that we might as well just make the regular one. We don't have access to dimensional shards yet for the advanced one, but honestly, the regular one is probably fine for me. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to do. And you guys got a long episode out of this. I don't know if that's good or not, but you got it. Go you guys. So we'll, I guess I'll catch up with you later. Questions, comments, concerns can all go down below. If you have any suggestions or things that you want me to do or things that I need to be doing, please tell me. I could use the help. And if you liked it, and I really hope you did, leave a like there. Shows me that I'm doing the right thing. If you don't, don't leave a like and tell me what I did wrong. So I guess I'll catch up with you later. Have a good night.